You ever just have one of those days where you are the cutest thing on the face of the planet? Like, damn girl, nobody is cuter than me. Like, I wish someone would try to be cuter, but then out of nowhere, the period hits.
That was the cheesiest thing I think I've ever done. I'm sorry. Hi guys, it's Adria, and this is a day. This is a day. This is a bad hair day. Welcome back to Don't Be a Sad Panda. So for today's video, I am bringing you another period horror stories video. You may remember a few years ago on my channel, I did a video called Period Horror Stories. Kind of blew up more than I had expected, and to be honest, I may not have shared all of that had I known. I have blood on my leg. How fitting. So I thought since I've already shared my period horror stories, why don't I share some of your guys's period horror stories? So I had you guys DM me on Instagram and Twitter. If you don't follow me, spam me, hit me up. We have fun. I really like Twitter. That's where I get edgy. And before we get into this video, I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to my friend Weedin, who recently did a video where she drew me. So you guys should definitely go check that out after you are done watching this. I'll link the video down below if you guys want to go see that. Thank you so much, Michelle. The drawing is so good. You guys have to go see it. So little disclaimer to this video. I will be reading my followers' period horror stories. This isn't to make fun of them, to embarrass anybody. This is a community. We've all had an embarrassing moment. We are here today not to laugh at, but to laugh with these girls in their Bloody Mary moments. Let's just jump into them and read some of these messages and see. Let's see how bad we can feel for someone today. I was 10 and it was my sister's birthday party. We were going to my uncle's because he had a pool. My uncle is gay. Not that this is important to the story. I like that minor detail. My grandma called him and told him to go buy me pads. He bought me panty liners. I don't blame him because panty liners are a weird thing. I didn't even really know what they were until I got into using tampons. And I was 20 when I started using tampons. That's understandable. Have a nice day. I had to use like the whole box for one period. This was super embarrassing to me. I'm just imagining being at a pool party and you just need a pad and all you have are panty liners. I'm thinking like day one, day two. That's not gonna do it. Okay, that's like putting a paper towel on the counter and pouring a whole gallon of water on it. Like that is not gonna do anything. But like, did you swim? How did you swim? Are you good? Ooh, that's not fun. Let's see what else we got. My worst period horror story began one day last June when I knew I was getting my period, but hoped it would be a day or two late. It usually is. Here's the thing. If you notice that your period is usually a day or two late, and maybe you want it to come late, it never will. It never will. It never will. I've had these events where I'm like, please let my period come early. Please let it come late, and it doesn't. When you want it to, it just doesn't. But of course, it came on the day I have plans to go to a water park resort. That's beautiful. I hope you had a white bikini on top of it. That would just make this even better. So I put a tampon in. No big deal. But I soon realized the tampon barely worked and I bled through, but it's okay because my bathing suit was black. But I soon realized that I bled through onto the sheets of the bed in the hotel I was staying in. On white sheets. Okay, I have white sheets that I just recently got. Never buy white sheets. No, I didn't have my period on them, but do you know what did get on them? I was eating pizza goldfish in bed because I have a weird problem with eating at night. I woke up and there was a huge orange stain under me. Normal girls wake up with a blood stain. I wake up with a pizza goldfish stain. Beautiful. I was mortified. It was a lot. So what do? Leave it there and never tell a soul until now. I'm low-key flattered that I was the first person that you told to, and now potentially thousands of people as well. So I really do admire your bravery for that, and I will commend you. However, that is really embarrassing. I can only imagine the cleaning lady's face when she saw that. I mean, I'm sure she wasn't super surprised. I'm sure she's seen worse. I watched a video once where they talked about people like committing murder in hotel rooms. Like, I debated working at a hotel as a cleaning lady before, but then I'm like, I'm too scared. This one is so funny. It's so short. You can just feel the stress in this, and I love it. When I was in high school, I went to the bathroom to clean up. I assume she already knew what had happened, yeah. And I came back to class to sit down. Turns out some of the blood was at the top of my ass crack somehow, leaked through it, and got onto the seat. The girl next to me looked at it and just goes, dude, okay. That's great. Things like this are so mortifying in the moment. Years later, it is the funniest thing in the world, and you're almost glad that these things happen. Things like this make great stories, and it makes great content. I think when I was younger, I had this warped sense of reality with periods that, no, it wasn't embarrassing to everyone else, just to me. No, sis. Love that for you. Thank you for sharing. This is such a good one. I wish I could get through all of these in this video, but I promise I will do more of these. As long as you guys keep DMing me your period horror stories, we will keep filming these. Okay, this actually isn't my period horror story, but it's one of the funniest stories I have ever heard. My friend was starting at a new school and got her period for the first time in the locker room before gym class. That's something out of a Netflix original. That's... oof. She asked the girls for a pad and they gave her one, but she didn't really know how to use it. She didn't know that you had to peel the back off so it will stick to your underwear. Ooh. Wait, I just have to. One time I forgot to peel that part off and the pad kind of like folded in on itself. And let's just say that there was a lot of plastic. You can figure the rest out. Okay, so she just put it in her underwear without sticking it down. I mean, me. So she goes to gym class and is running in shorts and the pad falls out of her underwear in the middle of gym class. I feel like I've asked this in a previous video. I've been like, has anyone's pad ever actually fallen out of their pants? It sounds like this mortifying thing that would never actually happen to somebody, right? What a terrible first day of school. I need to know this girl. I need to send her like an edible arrangement because it's, like, nobody deserves this. Nobody. Not one person. She said she just shoved it back in her pants and hoped nobody noticed. And that there was a little blood spot on the floor. This poor, oh my gosh, this poor girl. It can only get better from there, girl. When she told me this story, I don't think I have ever laughed so hard in my life. Like, could you imagine being the new kid? You don't know anybody, and your pad just falls out of your shorts in gym class. I can't even imagine. I feel like I would actually have to switch schools. Kudos to this girl. If that happened to me now, I'd be mortified. I have had my period for like 10 years. Oh my gosh. No! Okay, so not very scary or my first period. I'm a hairstylist and in the middle of doing this client that was getting the works done. Full color, highlights, plus a cut and style. You're there for a few hours, girl. I felt it come and I had no tampons or pads and I couldn't find anyone who had them. This is why I always carried these things with me. I can't even tell you how many tampons I gave out at my work. If you're a guy and you want girls to think you're like the greatest thing ever, keep some tampons in your bag. Keep some tampons in your car. Like, you will be a hero, okay? We don't want Superman. We want a guy that has tampons in his car. A true hero we all need. So considering I couldn't just leave in the middle of the appointment, I had to basically free bleed until I finished and could go home. I mean, I will say the beauty of that though is that a hairstylist doesn't sit down, and I feel like sitting down almost makes it worse. Putting the bun on a burger with the ketchup just going. I'm no hairstylist. I do horrible hair fail videos. That's about the best I got. I can't imagine the pressure of having to cut someone's hair and make them look beautiful while you are actually going through a literal disaster in your pants. God bless, honey. I one time went to go sit down in gym class and I sat down and felt something and I thought it was water, but I checked it with my hand and it was blood. And I leaked through my pad and tampon. And I also rushed to the bathroom and forgot all about it and sat my butt on the wall and scooted down, had a line of blood on the wall, and had one of my friends with me the whole time. So she basically goes to sit down on the gym floor, but presses her butt to the wall first and slides down. I would think we've all done that and just left a huge, like, slug mark. Dude, is that vandalism? Yeah, if you ever wondered why girls sit gym class out, that is why. Okay, I was trying on 400-pound white jeans and didn't realize I'd started my period till it was too late. I'm gonna convert pounds to US dollars so that I can really get a grasp of this. That just made this worse. 522 US dollars. I don't know what girl would have the confidence to buy white jeans that expensive and be like, yeah, these are never gonna get stained in anything. Blood, sweat, tears, anything. Like, you're gonna sit in some dirt, girl. Like, what? I think I'm gonna end it with this one for today because this is a good one. Don't worry, I will read the rest of them. I can make a little series out of this. If this video gets a bunch of likes on it, then I will know that you guys want me to continue the series. I would be more than happy to do that. This is a good one. My first period started while I was at school, of course, because I wasn't doing much else at 12 years old. I like the storytelling. And I was in math class, standing up and sharpening my pencil on the wall. OMG, throwback. That is a throwback. You know when you have like a great outfit on, you're like, I gotta just strut across the room to the pencil sharpener. Guys, if you're in school right now, let me know. Do you still have those wall pencil sharpeners and you have to do it manually? And notice that the cutest boy in class was 100% looking at my butt. Go on. The cutest boy in class is never just looking at your butt. Obviously, it turns out he was checking out my first period stain on my jeans, not my poppin' little girl butt. You should be a YouTuber, not me. I love it. My friend let me borrow her sweater to wrap around my waist, but nothing could cover up my embarrassment. Good enough, right? Let me know down in the comments which one you think was the most embarrassing. I think the Pat in the gym class wins the period horror stories trophy of the day. That one is bad. So thank you guys so much for messaging me your period horror stories, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit up the likes. Like I said, if we get a bunch of likes on this, I will know that you guys like these sorts of videos and I will do them again. I thought this would be fun. So if you haven't seen my original OG classic period horror stories, I will have the link down below. Here's a playlist of more period related videos. And today I am giving a Twitter shout out to Jenna124. Thank you for retweeting my pinned tweet. You know, God bless you guys. I hope you have a great week. Keep your pads high absorbency and your dreams even more high absorbency. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys again real soon. Until then, panda hugs. I love you guys. Bye!